One of the most common questions we get asked when we are providing estimates on system replacement is what brand do you carry and what brand do you recommend? And in this video, we're going to be talking about which brands we recommend and which brands you should avoid like the plague. Now, this will be a relatively short video because I'm not going to do a head-to-head mashup between multiple brands, but I will tell you which brands we prefer and sell and why we prefer to sell them. And I will also list off a few reputable brands and why these are brands that are also worth considering. And before we get started, if you haven't done so already, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned until the end, because at the end of this video, there'll be a link to another video from our channel that YouTube thinks you should watch. And if you have any questions, please post them in the comments section below, because we definitely read the comments and appreciate the feedback and take it into consideration when creating content. So let's start with the brand that we carry and why. We are a Daikin dealer, and the reason we sell Daikin in one word is warranty. Daikin has a 12-year parts warranty, and it is the best in the industry, and they also have the best DOA, or dead on arrival unit guarantee, especially on their higher end equipment. Now, I talk about this in another video called The Truth About Brands, which will also be linked at the end of this video. It is a more in-depth look at brands, but the bottom line is that most brands have very similar components, and the reason you want to purchase a brand mentioned in this video is quite frankly because they are reputable and established, and you want a brand that is going to be around in 10 or 20 years when you need a replacement part. The types of brands you want to avoid are, in a nutshell, no-name or private label brands, and I will tell you a few stories to explain why. Now, ask any hydronics contractor that works on boilers if they've heard of a company called Eternal that made tankless hot water heaters and combi boilers, and this is a perfect example of why, when it comes to manufacturers, ideally you want something that has been around for a while or is at least backed by a major company, because in the case of Eternal, they went belly up, and homeowners who purchased these boilers were left holding the bag when they had to replace the entire boiler prematurely 5 years later because they were out of business. Now, this is just one reason we recommend against no-name brands that you've never heard of before, because even though we're partial to Daikin because of their warranty, and as a contractor, I love their customer support, the truth is that other brands like Trane, Carrier, Lennox, Armstrong, and American Standard, and any other brand that has been around for 20, 30 years or more are also good options because they are no longer a startup and they're likely going to be around in the future when you need parts. Daikin, for example, has been around since 1924, and Carrier is even older than that. So in summary, you really want to avoid no-name brands because no-name brands have crappy warranties, and even if they have an excellent warranty, if they are a new product on the market, quite frankly, there's no guarantees, and you're taking a little bit of a risk that you'll end up with a lemon that will be out of business in 5 or 10 years. But by purchasing a name brand that you recognize is generally considered a safe bet, because the real difference between brands is going to be warranty and parts availability, and honestly, who installs the system is more important than anything. And on that note, there's a video popping up on the screen shortly called The Truth About Brands that dives in a little deeper on this topic. And if you haven't done so already, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you have other questions you'd like us to answer, please let us know in the comments section below, and let us know what you think. And if you happen to live in the Denver metro or Colorado Springs area, there's a link in the description below where you can schedule online for one of our technicians to come out. And we come out for free for all first-time customers for annual maintenance or a free service call, in addition to providing free estimates for system replacement. So thanks again for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next episode.